Welcome, everybody. Welcome. Thank you for coming back to another episode of Psychic Abstract. I hope you all are having a great day. My day has been terrific. And I believe that every day can be great and fantastic and terrific. Not that bad stuff's not going to happen. Not that negative shit isn't going to come your way. But it only lasts for a short while if you have the right mindset, and every day can be a great day. Here I am again, out in nature. Thank you all for tuning in so much. I just want to say thank you for being part of this experience with me as I grow and learn and as each episode gets better. So thank you all for tuning in and listening to me ramble on. All right. So on today's episode, I have a piece of artwork that I just finished about half an hour ago, in reference to the time of me starting this video. So it is new, it is fresh, it is still in my mind, and I feel like there's going to be quite a bit to talk about with this piece. Just taking a minute to breathe in that deep oxygen that all these fine, beautiful trees are sending me. Lots of good vibes, everyone. Lots of good vibes. If you're ever feeling sad or depressed, get out in nature for about 10 minutes and just hang out and tell me how you feel then. All right, let's dive right into it. We are going to get straight to my artwork that I finished about half an hour ago. So, this right here is the piece. Well, you can't really see it too good. Let me bring this closer. Is the piece I did about 45 minutes ago. Now, I usually write some type of message or positive saying in my artwork to help uplift everyone and to, give you insight about the saying or word that is incorporated in my piece. I feel like it is all very important and just plain good to know. Like I said, all of the information and the insight and the details I give you about my artwork comes straight from my higher self through a practice of meditation and opening my chakras to receive all the insight and wisdom and knowledge that my higher self wants me to share with everyone. So this piece of art in particular, as you see, it says awareness, and it appears to be right above a giant flame, and on all sides of the flame are what appears to be, I don't know, maybe tornadoes. At least this pink one is definitely a tornado. So what my higher self tells me about this piece of art is that when fire burns, it's a chemical reaction, and fire is very sacred, and it has a deep, deep spiritual meaning. Depending on the situation that the fire has occurred, can tell you a lot about the type of fire that is represented spiritually and what it means during certain situations. Now, I believe Earth currently is going through a huge metamorphosis, through a big state of awareness. A lot of people are starting to wake up and become more aware of their surroundings and more aware to everyday life details that they may have never paid attention to or thought to notice. But things just start to jump out at them recently, and they don't really know why or think it might even be a big deal. But nothing happens by coincidence. Everything is for a purpose. Everything is for a reason. Some things that happen are even planned by our spirit in other lifetimes so that they can happen the way they happen in this lifetime for us now. And this fire is symbolic of a metamorphosis, a great change a coming. This fire will destroy whatever it's in its path and reduce it to rubble and ash. But once that all clears, then there is new ground for rebuilding to occur, energetically speaking, and even physically speaking. Like when a house catches on fire, they don't just leave it on the lot that it's sitting for 10 years to decay and look like shit. No, they tear it down and they rebuild a new house, which is full of new energy into it, and new materials and new paint and new supplies that give it brand new life, as to where before it may have been an older house with a lot of problems, a leaky roof, what have you. So through this spiritual fire is going to come a great change, and it is very important to take notice and be aware of what you're listening to, what you're watching, what you're being exposed to, because a lot of things on the media, through the TV, through the internet, through the newspaper, may not directly affect us, especially when we're not paying attention to it, but our subconscious mind picks up on it. Even though we're not consciously aware of it, our subconscious mind is sucking it in, like a sponge, sponging it up, whether we realize it or not. Well, we obviously don't realize it because it's our subconscious, not our conscious mind. And so that's why we need to be careful and aware of everything we're exposing ourselves to when it comes to movies and TV shows, and what type of music we're listening to, because all of these platforms have subliminal messaging and are created by people who have ulterior agendas. They're not just making a cool new Star Wars movie to look badass and awesome because because it's fun. No, there's a purpose for it. There's a reason. Maybe Star Wars was a bad example. But any other movie, that they might put out brand new, it's not because they're just entertaining us. It's because they're pushing ideas onto us subliminally. And we don't think anything of it because we're watching the movie and not realizing or being aware of these messages. And, our subconscious mind is still soaking all of that in, and it's affecting us on a deep subconscious level. And that's why like I was saying, I feel like it is very important to monitor what we watch, as far as TV goes, and what type of music we listen to, because every genre of music can have a different vibe to it. It can have a different feel to it. But depending on the artist, it could be, say you're a heavy metal buff and you love rocking out and you love listening to your favorite metal bands. But what you don't realize is after you listen to them for a little while, you might be angry or upset or depressed, not even knowing why. And I'm going to tell you, it's because I believe that the music that you just listened to has its own energy, and it has subliminal messages hidden within it that your subconscious mind picks up on and reacts to without you even knowing. So that music is a very powerful tool if used correctly for good. And it can also be, used for destruction, for tearing down, for depressing people, you know what I mean? That's why you got to be aware and conscious of what type of music and TV shows you're watching and being exposed to, because without you realizing that there is subliminal messages in everything, especially advertisements and commercials, they are littered with subliminal messages, so that's why most of the time, myself personally, I'll watch Netflix or Hulu or any streaming device, where I can just pick my show and not have to sit through the garbage programming of commercials and what products they're trying to sell me and what other crazy subliminal hidden messages they have. Who knows? Who cares? I'm just here to be free and happy and live my life. It is my personal belief that everyone here on earth was born to be free. And right now on the planet, they're trying to lock it down. They're trying to make this a prison planet, and I'm just not having it. I'm not standing for it. I disagree with a lot of things going on in the world right now, and hopefully all of you are becoming more aware daily and awakening greater, spiritually, to where you can see through the bullshit, you can see through the lies, and you can decipher for yourself what is helpful or hurtful when it comes to guidelines or procedures that are being forced on everyone. What you think is safe or not safe, and then the actuality of the truth of what's really safe and not safe. So there's quite a bit going on, but I have good news. It's all right. You don't have to be worried. You don't have to be fearful. You don't have to be afraid. You don't have to worry. Everything's all right. And even though all of these crazy things are happening around us, they don't have to affect us. They don't have to impose upon us, if we don't let it, if we don't let them, if, we're aware and conscious of what we're feeding ourselves spiritually and physically. So I just wanted to say again, thank you everyone for tuning in. I hope this is the best episode you guys have seen of my show yet. I'm a little more prepared this time. Got a camera stand, moving up in the world, getting better. So hope y'all enjoy. And here in just a minute, I am going to do another Earth Magic Oracle card reading. And we got to think of a topic. What kind of questions should we ask the mystical Mother Earth and her magic? What should we ask? Where did they go? Oh. Earth magic. Actually, let me go to my guidebook and read through the beginning, because there's different types of drawings for different and ways they're done differently. Okay. So we're going to do contemplation layout. It is a single card spread, which is useful for either a quick reading about an issue or as a daily meditation. So we're going to do a single card drawing for a daily meditation. I ask my higher self to fill me with creativity and positivity and knowledge and wisdom that he wants me to share with all of you. And I open up my chakras to receive all of that. Just breathing in that good ass oxygen. Compliments of my trees. All right, guys. Let's see what kind of a reading we are going to get today. Highest self, what do you want me to pick? Oh, this one. This is a good one. All right. My higher self has led me to Cho's ancestors, generations. Now let's go to the guidebook and see what it has about this specific card. All right, ancestors, generations. Ancestors are those from whom we are descended, with a lineage that starts with our parents and grandparents and stretches back hundreds and even thousands of years. We carry our ancestors' bloodline and are connected to them both genetically and spiritually in an underlying continuity of which we may only barely be aware. Although environment and circumstance contribute to shaping us, particularly when we're young, an innate thread of kinship exists that has run the course of history for thousands of years and is contained in our bodies and in our being. Since we're biologically and soulfully connected to these spirit beings, we can readily call upon them for guidance and assistance in matters concerning our family, community, and ourselves. In this card's image, the hands symbolize sorry, I lost my place, bros. Oh, snap. Since we're biologically and soulfully connected to these spirit beings, we can readily call upon them for guidance and assistance in matters concerning our family, community, and ourselves. In this card's image, the hands symbolize the constant connection with the past. The Australian Aborigines consider their ancestors the core of their spirituality and culture, and the rainbow serpent, the spirit being that created all of life on earth, intertwines herself through the hands, fingers,